name is Sabrina Trobak, and I'm with Trobak Holistic Counselling. I'm going to be working with the City of Fort St. John and presenting a video every week around anxiety and COVID-19. Every week I'm going to talk and explain a bit about anxiety and also give a strategy that can help you manage anxiety in general, but especially during this COVID-19 time. So anxiety is connected to a sense of danger. When we get into a situation where we feel unsafe, what happens is our brain goes into what's called the fight, flight, freeze response. This is where when we sense danger, we decide we're going to either run, we're going to hide, or we're going to fight. This has been going on since the beginning of time, and all living creatures do it. It's what we do to stay safe and to deal with dangerous situations. So we don't really want to get rid of anxiety, because part of what anxiety does is keep us alive. Where it becomes an issue is when we're not really in danger, but we've created a sense of danger in our head. When we're worrying about things, when we're creating scenarios in our head that make us feel anxious, make us feel unsafe, but there actually is no danger going on. So for some people, this worry or this sense of danger where they're creating worry thoughts in their head can be happening hundreds to even thousands of times in a day. This is where anxiety becomes much more of a significant issue. While there are connections to genetics with anxiety and various other influences, a very significant one is a person's lack of confidence. If someone feels lack of confidence, unsure, they question themselves, they're going to likely have more anxiety. If I question myself and I'm unsure, I'm going to be more worried or think I'm in more dangerous situations than I'm actually in. So I'm going to feel like there's more danger, therefore I'm going to have more anxiety. So this lack of confidence plays a really significant role. People will say, I have anxiety around flying. Well, if it really was about flying, then every single person on the face of the earth would have anxiety flying. And not everyone does. So it's not about the event or the thing. It's about our perception of it. So if I think I can handle flying and I don't have any concerns around flying, I'm not going to have anxiety. But if I don't think I can handle flying, if I have fears and I create scenarios of things happening when I fly, I'm going to have more anxiety. So anxiety isn't about the event. It's about our belief in ourselves to handle the event. If we have more confidence and we feel more confident in a situation, we're going to have less anxiety. If I have less confidence or I'm more insecure or unsure, I'm going to have more anxiety. The other piece that plays a role in anxiety and its a lack of confidence is around predictability. Generally speaking, if something is very predictable and we know what it looks like, we feel more confident in our ability to handle it, so we're not going to have as much anxiety. If something is unpredictable, like going for a new job interview, meeting new friends, going to a new place, we may have anxiety because it's new, it's unpredictable. So we don't have as much confidence in how we're going to handle the situation. With COVID-19, we're all kind of stuck in a situation where it's very unpredictable. We don't really know what it's going to look like from day to day. People often probably find that even now we feel a little bit better about it because now we know at least a little bit what day to day looks like. So the anxiety that you feel today may be different from the anxiety you felt 3 weeks ago when all this was first starting to be shut down. So predictability plays a really significant role as well. The more we understand and can predict what's going to happen, the more confidence we're going to have. The more confidence we have, the less anxiety. Now I'm going to talk to you about a strategy that you can use to help with anxiety. This strategy is making a plan. Remember, we talked about anxiety being connected to lack of confidence or things being unpredictable. If we make a plan, it becomes more predictable. We feel better about being able to handle the situation. We have more confidence, so therefore we're going to have less anxiety. So an example of this is I just take an anxious thought. So this anxious thought is, I don't want to get COVID-19. So I write that down, and then what I do is I make a plan on things that I can do to kind of help deal with this situation. So my plan is I'm going to stay inside as much as possible. I'm going to respect social distancing and stay 2 meters away from others. I'm going to get groceries during non-busy times. I'm going to wash my hands often. I'm going to go to bed at a reasonable hour and get a good sleep. I'm going to drink water and eat healthy meals. And I'm going to go for walks and exercise. So these are the plan or the strategies that I'm going to use to help me cope with worrying about getting COVID-19. I've created a plan. Now that I know what it's going to look like, my anxiety is going to go down. Another example is I've taken the anxious thought, what if I get COVID-19? So now I've taken that anxious thought and I've created a plan for that. So the anxious thought is, what if I get a COVID-19? My plan is I will self-isolate, I will get lots of rest, I will drink fluids to stay hydrated and eat healthy foods. I'll take Tylenol if I'm not feeling well. I'll call 811 for help if I'm unsure. And if necessary, I will go to the hospital for further medical assistance. So by taking that worry thought, putting it on paper, and creating a plan on how you will solve it, it creates more predictability. If you have more predictability, it's going to be less anxiety. That's it for this week. Next week, I'm going to be talking a bit about anxiety and what it does in the body, and also be giving you another strategy to help you cope with it. Thanks. Take care. Stay safe.